God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is the 16th day of September. We have some reviews to do for people who have court orders to comply with. So the bailiff will call your name. When that happens, come up to the table to your right, and we're going to review your file with you.
Jaron Edgington, Brittany Eplin, Destiny Gerald, Charles Martin II, Zachary Russell.
Good morning, Pastor. Jaron Edgington. Not here, is not finished. The event form. Brittany Eplin, 23,589. Hasn't done anything. Let's see, I did get a report. She's not compliant. She'll be a bench warrant, failure to appear. Destiny Gerald is here, 23,595. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Those are, I've been taking drug tests. I graduated Hawk, but I've been going to the day report center and taking a random one. I just brought some of the papers from then. He can, yeah.
So you're still doing buprenorphine?
Well, no, it's, when I went to OVP, I got the Sublocade shot and that one bigger packet of paper, because it was still showing up on my system and I didn't think it would. So the bigger pack is like what it is at, like where it's like kind of coming out of it, but I haven't had anything since the one Sublocade shot back in December, or January, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, show me your positive for that.
Yeah, they said it could show up in your system for up to a year after that, after you take it.
Now, are you still at Hawk or what's?
No, I moved into an apartment.
Okay. Are you getting any kind of counseling or?
No, not yet. I just moved and I started working 6 days a week to kind of like to help me with my bills and stuff, so I really haven't had a whole lot of free time lately.
Okay. I'm going to give you these back, but I'm going to have you do a screen here.
Okay.
So go do a screen and we'll come back after that. Charles Martin II, 23,484. Hasn't appeared and hasn't done anything on his case, so he gets a warrant. Zachary Russell.
Yes, sir.
2498. Fines are paid. You just have to finish your community service.
Yes, sir.
When can you do that?
Now that I have my fines are paid, I've gotten more call up on my bills because I've been working 7 days a week with 2 different jobs. I can probably start next Saturday. I can be here next Saturday.
Okay, and then, okay, you did go to RRS.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever get an assessment there?
Yes, I did get an assessment, but I haven't been back where I work so much. I'm the only one working in my family right now. So if I miss a day, that might be a bill that doesn't get paid. But I'm trying, Your Honor.
Zachary Russell. I've got a report from back in April.
Yes, sir.
That's only one.
Your Honor, he hasn't been in services since May 6th.
Okay, well, I want you to do your insurance today.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that and we'll come back.
Absolutely.
Heather Blevins, Casey Barker, Daniel Bryson, Amanda Hyper.
Heather Blevins,
Yes.
23-261, 23-158. And you didn't make a payment on your funds. And you've been doing some counseling.
No, I finished that.
Was that at Lighthouse?
Yes.
Okay, it looks like this was entered, I don't have a letter of completion, what I've got says compliant.
I turned it
Okay.
in.
Okay, it does say it says a date of completion, so I'll accept that as your letter of completion. You've got 5 days of community service to do.
No, it's been turned in, sir.
When was it turned in?
To my first review hearing.
I'll have to check it on.
All right. Once you meet, I want you to meet then with Mr. Cooper today, then we'll call you back up. I'm not showing that in the file. Go meet with him and you'll be recalled.
Casey Barker,
Casey Barker has been called 21-614, 11-849, 12-29-15, 11-349. I was given information that he has relapse, which looks like maybe the case is not here today. So it'll be a warrant issue for failure to appear.
Daniel Bryson,
Daniel Bryson, 21-2208-1934-68. Okay, looks like Judge Means let you out of jail on September the 6th.
Correct.
Okay, you've got fines and cost to pay and community service to do. Do you have a payment on your fines today?
Made a payment on the 6th, but I can make another payment today.
September the 6th, you made a payment?
Yeah, my wife made a payment.
Okay, let's see, I'm not trying to get in the file.
She has the receipt.
Well, I'm checking to see if it's
Yes,
showing
sir.
on the computer record. Yeah, $80 was paid September 6th. And that was credited to which case? Should have been,
346.
make a note of it. Well, go back
Oh,
to that.
sorry.
Get the receipt number. Okay, and when can you do your community service?
Can I have a couple weeks to set it up? I'm working and I'm just trying to get things back to normal from being gone for,
3 weeks?
well, I was also, because I was on the methadone clinic, so I had to detox up at TCC for 3 weeks before that.
So you're not going back to methadone, are you?
No, this was a blessing in disguise, to be honest with you. I was on the methadone clinic for 5 years. I've been clean. I hadn't relapsed on the methadone clinic, but I was always wondering how I'd get off the clinic, so kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Where are you working?
Bumper Boys Automotive in Ashland, Kentucky.
What's your work schedule?
Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
Okay, well, we could get you to the dog pound on Sundays, or you've got to figure out a way to get this done, because
I will.
we're going on 5 years now.
Yeah,
It's not done.
we'll get it taken care of.
Okay, I expect to see some community service by the time you come back.
Now, am I allowed to do that community service in Kentucky? Does that still work?
You have to set it up with Mr. Cooper. Where are you living now?
Ashland.
Okay, I prefer it be here, it's not that far away, so.
I understand, I just don't have a license at the moment, so traveling back and forth out to Ohio. I mean, I'm really close, but still, I'll make it work.
Okay, October the 18th will be your next hearing.
Thank you.
And the heightened,
153774, 15310, 132791. You did make a payment for that.
Yes, sir.
You said to get these paid off. And you still owe some community service.
I did a few hours, not this past Saturday, but the one before that at the dog pound. And then I had to work this past Saturday, which I usually don't, so, but I plan on coming.
September 9th, it looks like.
Yeah, and then I'll start again this coming Saturday.
Okay. October the 18th.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Heather Blevins.
Her vocal was not updated from July 7th. Your Honor.
Okay, so she finished it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so then you did make a payment? Are you working, ma'am?
Yes.
What's better for your schedule, Mondays or Fridays for your parents?
It doesn't, it don't really matter because I work 24/48.
Okay. October 28th is your next hearing. That's a Monday. October 28th, 9 o'clock. If you pay it off, you don't have to come back.
Now, do I still have to come back to check in with him, or is it just completed?
It'll be completed once you pay off your fines. That's all you've got left to do.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Destiny Gerald.
Okay. Good screen. You gotta get your community service done. Can you pay anything on your fines?
Yes, I got $50 for that.
Okay. See the clerk make that payment. Give me a date when you can come out and do some community service.
I normally get Mondays off, and now with CPS, Mondays are the days I go to visit with my son, so I could probably do it next Monday in the morning. But I won't be able to get, like, I can do it, for, like, as soon as they open, like, for whatever, but Mondays are the only days I have off.
7:30 here.
7:30, okay.
Okay, so next Monday's the 23rd.
Yeah.
You'll be here then?
Yeah.
Okay, got you down for that. I'll set, would you prefer your reviews on Mondays or Fridays?
Mondays.
October 28th, 9 a.m. Okay, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Zachary Russell.
Okay, it's an acceptable screen. Get your community service done. You can quit worrying about these.
Yes, sir. How many community service hours do I have left?
I'm showing 4 days, so that's 24 hours.
Okay.
Yours is a newer case, I'm going to give you longer before you have to come back.
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir. I'm working 2 different jobs.
Mondays or Fridays, which do you prefer?
Mondays.
Okay, October 4th. I'm sorry, November 4th.
Yes.
November 4th. 9 o'clock, November 4th. Get it finished before then, you don't have to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that finishes the reviews. We're going to start arraignments. Arraignment is what we call the first hearing on a criminal charge. So anyone out in the hall that's got a new case, they need to come into court.
Arraignments, first time in court.
When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over the charge with you. I don't decide what people get charged with, so I don't know anything about the charges usually until I read them. They may not be true, but you need to understand what you're charged with, what the state's alleging. The prosecutor makes the charging decisions. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but if you do say something, it's on the record what you say, and it can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed to represent you if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving those rights that you have, and you should not do that. If you don't understand what's happening, if you're confused, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial, for any of those reasons, you should enter a not guilty plea. That's always the safest plea you can enter. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Robert W. Pauling, case number TRC 24-1931, A and B.
Sir, are you Robert Pauley?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pauley, the state's alleging that on September the 13th at 2:09 a.m. in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, and the state's alleging you took a breath test and tested 10 on a breath test. And it's alleged this is your first within the look-back period. On a first offense, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. The breath test score of 10, it's actually 104, but we'll just call it 10. 10 is over what's called the per se level under Ohio law. 8 is the per se level. And what that means is there's a presumption of impairment if you test 8 or higher, but the state has to show compliance with the rules of giving the test to get the presumption. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
You're also charged with a window tint violation. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty for that's a $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to the charges?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No, I've got one.
Who's your lawyer?
It's going to be McCown.
Okay, I'll put Mr. McCown down as your attorney. Did he give you any dates when he was available?
I got to speak to him after court.
Okay. And are you employed, sir?
Yes.
It's going to be a Monday or Friday usually for a court. Does it matter which day for you?
Fridays is the best for me.
Friday's better.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to set it for October the 18th. Will be your first hearing. So you'll need to be back here then unless Mr. McCown tells you he's going to make arrangements for a different date. Then you come when he says to come. That'll be at 10 a.m. on the 18th of October. I'm going to let you sign a signature bond of $1,500. So that means you're promising to come to court as ordered, and if you don't show up, then you get a warrant and you have to pay $1,500 for not showing up. Any questions, sir?
Nope.
Okay, that's all.
State of Ohio versus Sean Crabtree, case number CRB 24573. Sean Crabtree.
Okay, Sean Crabtree was summoned to appear today at 9 a.m. has been called. Sean Crabtree has not appeared. There'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus T.J. Jenkins Jr., case number CRB 24574.
All right, T.J. Jenkins Jr. will decide to be here today. 9 a.m. has failed to appear, so there'll be a bench warrant for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Kayla King, case number CRB 24382.
Now, I see Cheryl. Ma'am, are you Kayla King?
I am.
Okay, it looks like there was a warrant issued for you for missing a hearing on August August the 5th of this year. Do you admit or deny you missed your hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you admit it?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation?
Whenever I got released from my treatment program, I relapsed, and I am currently an inpatient at the OVP in South Point.
Okay.
I have a letter here for you if you would like to read it.
I would. When did you go in there?
I think it was August 15th, Your Honor. It was either the 15th or the 16th. I'm not really for sure, but I know it was around that date.
Okay.
Oh, it was on the 18th, it says right there.
You're going to be discharged this Wednesday, it looks like.
That's correct, Your
You're
Honor.
going to be inpatient then? And then you're going to go to outpatient?
Yes, sir.
Is that going to be with OBP?
Yes, Your Honor. They will also come and pick me up and take me to my appointments and take me back home as well.
And where's that going to be? Where are you going to be living?
I just got my own apartment. The address is 5936 Mahood Drive, apartment 7.
Huntington?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I'll withdraw the warrant since you came in on your own. Give you a new review hearing. I want you to comply with your treatment program that's been set up for you. Do you have a job yet?
No, Your Honor.
I'll set it for October the 15th, so that's gonna, write that down. That's a Tuesday. Usually court's on Mondays and Fridays, but Columbus Day is on the 14th Monday, so we'll have court on Tuesday the 15th.
You said October the 5th?
15th.
Okay.
1-5. That's a Tuesday,
At 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. And I wanna see, and OBP will give me a report as to whether you're compliant or not, so. Okay.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Make it work.
I will.
See you then.
See you then.
State of Ohio versus Jamie B. Bias, case number CRB 24603.
Ma'am, are you Jamie B. Bias?
I am, yes.
Ms. Bias, it's alleged that on September the 14th, in Rome Township, without the right to do so, you entered on the land or premises of another. That's criminal trespassing. It's a 4th degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge? Do you understand your rights?
I do.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Please.
Do you have a job?
Not at the moment, no.
You have no income right now?
It's through my family. I help my sister with my nephew, so not a technical job, but I do go to Richmond every weekend to babysit for my sister, and she pays me that way.
Yeah, ask Mr. Thompson if he's wanting to accept any cases today. He's got some medical issues.
No, Your Honor.
Well, then, Roger Smith. I'll appoint Roger Smith to represent you.
Okay.
He's coming in the courtroom.
Okay, sure.
Not guilty plea is entered. She can sign a $1,000 OR bond.
Your Honor, she said she posted a bond.
Okay. Bond is continued.
I did, yes.
And it's a 4th degree misdemeanor, so we either need a time waiver or set it pretty quick.
Let's see, Judge, we can probably set it pretty quick, because I know the middle of October, I have some things going on. Let's see, I'm here Monday the 30th, I'm here the 23rd, well, I should keep that light, got to get to Logan in the afternoon. I could do,
27th?
I could do the 27th, yes.
October?
Okay.
No, actually September.
September 27th will be the pretrial at 10 o'clock.
What time did you say now?
10 o'clock.
The deputy, they took my
Okay, we're going to
when they arrested me.
move to some pretrials now.
Why are you gonna get that back today? Not today? I already had to go a few days ago, or yesterday.
I'll ask him for it.
So what do I? It was a trespass. I was checking on the dog.
I'll see what I can do.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly Miller, case number CRB 20587. Kimberly Miller.
So Mr. Holt's case is set for pretrial. Kimberly Miller.
Morning, Your Honor. She may be in the jail, Your Honor, because this was a 2020 case, and I haven't had any contact with Ms. Miller since September.
I think she's got a bond up there. Let's see. She posted a bond on August the 5th. That's a little early, so let's recall. Okay. Yes, 9:58, so we'll recall it after 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Garbison, case number TRC 24746, A and B.
May we approach on this, Your Honor? Mr. Garbison is present.
So we've got Mr. Garbison is appearing by teleconference.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a resolution that I had spoke with Mr. Hield about. He's not here today, but this was technically a second offense. But Mr. Garbison travels the United States for work, and it's not anticipated he will ever be in this area ever again. He's a Missouri resident. He's going to be working in Wisconsin and Minnesota for probably the next year to 2 years. He travels and does infrastructure projects for railroad companies. So, Your Honor, the offer we have was to treat this as a first offense, and Mr. Garbison to complete counseling and the equivalent of the I know in other states, they're not going to have the dip school, but Mr. Hill said that if he would complete the counseling and that he would consider that satisfied, if that was amicable to the court, reflect that in his fine. And Mr. Garbison is going to have to deal with some issues with his CDL license in Missouri. But I've got this, I can forward this to your email and the state's email, the write-up we have from the Miss Ariel Ziegler, RADT, Master of Sciences, which is describing what the treatment's going to be.
Okay, so this is a plan he's putting in place, it's not a plan he's finished.
No, correct. So we would need to probably review it in a couple months, I would think.
All right, Mr. Garbison, could you hear what Mr. Holt was saying to the court?
I did, Your Honor.
Do you agree with what he's representing to the court? Or
I'm sorry, was that?
did you say you could or could not hear what he said?
I did hear and understand what you said.
Okay. So he's saying that you're going to change your plea to guilty. I'm going to delay the sentencing, let you go get some counseling. You're going to furnish proof to the court as to what the counseling is that you're receiving, and then when that's completed, then I'll sentence you.
Okay.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna plead, if I can print this out here, I'll provide a copy for your record and for the states.
All right, so I'll accept the plea of guilty today. I'm going to delay sentencing for a couple of months, and we'll come back. The defendant will furnish some proof of what he's doing for counseling in the intervening time. My goal is to ensure that this doesn't, even if you're not going to be living here, I don't want you to be drinking and driving in Wisconsin or Minnesota or wherever you are, because the people there need to be safe on their highways as well. So that's not that big a deal for me that you're not going to be here. You're going to be somewhere driving, and we need to take care of this. So, so let's look in November, Mr. Holt. What's your schedule in November?
It's pretty, on Mondays and Fridays, I'm pretty good. How about, would Friday the 15th work?
Yes. November the 15th will be the first hearing. I may conclude it then, or I may want more evidence submitted on the counseling. So we'll leave that open, but it'll be a sentencing hearing then at 10 o'clock, and he can appear by teleconference at that point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Davin L. Fletcher, case number CRB 24502.
This is Mr. Thompson's case, and it's set for a pre-trial.
Your Honor, my notes indicate that Jasmine, I think, has reached out several times to try and speak with the alleged victim in this case and has not been successful. My last note says that she did touch base with somebody who is supposed to be having the victim call her back. So we would just ask for a short continuance in order for our office to try and get in touch with the victim.
Your Honor, he's in treatment at Southern Hope. This gentleman is the representative from Southern Hope. These separate copies.
Yeah, there are copies for the prosecutor and for the judge. He's doing well.
Okay, it says he's compliant, making good progress. So
He's doing very well.
How much time does the state want to try to make contact with the complaining party?
Depending on the court's docket, Mr. Thompson's schedule, I would say just at least a couple weeks if possible.
I'll be out of pocket at that time, so if we could do,
You want to do longer?
Yeah, please.
How much time?
4 to 6 weeks.
He's gonna be in counseling for a while too.
And we've signed a time waiver.
All right, how about October 28th?
Is that a Monday?
That's a Monday.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, next hearing will be October 28th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Robert D. Fox, case number TRC 24-1009, A and B.
It's Mr. Thompson's case for sentencing.
Mr. Fox is in treatment at Bethesda. He was compliant with all drug screens, all of his counseling requirements, and seems to be progressing through the program.
Okay, very good.
October 28th?
Keep that same day?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, continue to October 28th. Again, this will be set as a sentencing.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus James D. Berry, case number CRB 24-519, A and B.
Mr. Smith's case for pre-trial.
Judge, Ms. Walters made an offer today. Mr. Hill did as well last time. My client has indicated he wants to reject both offers, and we probably should go ahead and just set it for a bench trial. We've been here, I think, a couple times now.
Yeah, it's first time.
This is first time. First time. I'm thinking of a different Barry. Yeah. Possibly one more pre-trial, but
We need to have the complaining party here for a pre-trial.
maybe, Judge, if the state would subpoena the complaining party, that might resolve it. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, that would be a good, what my clients tell me, that would be a good idea if the state would issue a subpoena for the...
Do we have any time issues here?
It's an M1 theft and an M4. We'll waive time, Judge. I don't think there's, considers an M1 also. We're willing to waive time.
And it waives time, so we're looking probably in October.
I could do the 11th or the 25th. The middle part's bad, but
The 11th.
I can do that.
Pre-trial October the 11th, and the complaining parties to be present.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Amber Goodall, case number CRB 24-566.
It's Mr. Smith's case, pre-trial.
Judge, this is our first pre-trial. We did not resolve it this morning. We really didn't make any headway. I want to file discovery and ask her to come back today so I can look at discovery and get my client in the office and we can talk.
Do you have a preference for a date?
I don't, Judge. At 10:11 is good, 10:25.
Let's do 10/11.
I can do that.
October 11th, for pre-trial number 2. 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Tammy Lewis, case number CRB 24477.
Amy Lewis is Mr. Smith's case. Pre-trial.
That's your choice. Yeah, we watched it. You don't watch it. I don't see it, but Judge might see it. You want to have a trial?
Yeah, I guess.
You want to ask, okay. Judge, we've had a couple pre-trials. There is a video I received it. My partner and I haven't watched it. She indicates she would like this matter set for a bench trial.
Okay. You do have the video, or you have?
I do, and we've actually watched it.
Okay.
And she would like to proceed to a bench trial.
Pretty much any date in October is available.
Again, the 11th or 25th are the best for me. The middle part, I'm going to be out.
Okay, let's do the 11th at noon for trial.
State of Ohio versus David L. Bills, case number CRD 23758.
Mr. Smith's case, pre-trial.
You doing good at Southern Hope? Yes, sir.
Southern Hope.
I know we had that hiccup with RS. We got I was hoping to get a good bridge.
He's doing well.
Good, good, good.
Starts work today.
Sometimes you just need a reset.
Okay, he's compliant with the program.
He appears to be, Judge. He was at RRS, and sometimes you just need a reset. I think he's doing well and intends to do. In fact, he's able to work starting today, is that right?
Starts employment this afternoon.
All right, very good.
He's doing better.
So this was a case where there was already a finding on it. It was just for failure to, I think what happened was failure to appear. And then he went to inpatient. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to resolve things now and just put him back on the regular review docket?
If we could, Judge, I think he's going forward now. Really, my involvement probably is done at this point, and he could succeed on the review docket.
Okay, so I won't impose any additional penalties. He just needs to comply with what he was originally ordered to do. Was counseling was one of the things. I think there was fine costs and some restitution.
Correct.
Okay, also, so we'll have to do that, and I'll put him back for a review. Let's make a, do you know what your work schedule is going to be yet?
Monday through Friday, it's night shift, so any
Okay,
day.
so would it be better Mondays or Fridays? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, sir.
Okay, I'm going to make it Monday, October 21st. It'll be a review hearing, so it'll be 9 a.m. That'll probably be better for you. You'll get out of your faster.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep doing what you're doing, and come in on the 21st of October at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio recalls Kimberly Miller, case number CRD 2587. Kimberly Miller.
Kimberly Miller is Mr. Holt's case. So she's been called now as well after 10. She's still not here. She does have a bond up now that she just posted recently. For Sowers. So, have to get him after. So the warrant issued today, I'm notifying Mr. Sowers by text that she failed to appear today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There'll be bond forfeiture. Set that for, let's make it October 7th. Bond forfeiture hearing October 7th. Warrant issued today for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Amanda Hicks, case number TRD 12-1804, CRB 12-456, CRB 08-162.
All right, 6 is here. And Mr. Warford is the attorney. She just has found some costs to pay and stay clean. Those are the things to do. How are things going?
It's going really good. I think I have about less than 30 days left in my program, and Haley's doing good. She's working. Things are going really good right now.
Okay, so what's going on with her and the kids? Is she still trying to get in?
Well, they told her that she could not have her kids there, and that she had to find a place and a job. So she's moving in. She's got a house.
You're talking about West Virginia Children's Services?
Yep.
Okay.
So she'll be moving into a place as of this week, and she got a job. So I told her maybe once she can get that established, then she could go get her kids back in her custody, then take them and go to a treatment.
Okay.
I don't know. We're just one day at a time, but she is doing good right now.
All right. And do you have any kind of report from Hawk?
No, I'll bring it with me. I'm sorry. I should have brought it with me. I thought they were actually emailing them somewhere, but we got a new case manager. Our case management's changed a lot over there.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll get that for you.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing for October the 18th.
Okay.
Can you pay anything on your phone?
I will before I come next time.
Okay, October 18th. I'll text Mr. Epstein and
Okay.
give him a report.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. See you.
State of Ohio versus Clifford E. Jenkins, number CRB 24-479.
This is Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial. Clifford Jenkins.
Judge, there's a co-defendant in this case whose case was continued until October 11th. Would you mind continuing this case until then?
Excuse me. That's what the state is agreeing to.
Yes, just to clarify, the co-defendant was scheduled for trial, so are we scheduling this for trial at the same time?
Was that what Mr. Smith's case?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that we just set for trial?
Mhm.
Do you want to set this one for trial also, Mr. Morford?
We should be ready by then, yes, Judge. You need to get in and see.
Apparently there's video. This is one there's a video on?
Yes.
You have the video?
We have.
Okay, I'll set it for trial, October the 11th at noon.
If I might interject, my client said hers, then they have children together,
Yes.
and somebody has been in Cincinnati on the 11th, so she asked it not be the same day. But I'm set for the 11th.
Well,
I'll leave that to Mr. Morford, but I thought I would bring that up, that somebody's got to stay back to watch the children when the other one's here for trial.
I'm sure we could probably make other arrangements, given the time limit.
You can ignore what I said.
okay, October the 11th for trial.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kathy Knight, case number CRB 24-147, A and B. Kathy Knight.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial. Kathy Knight.
She might be at Bethesda.
I'll go check the bathroom.
It says that she's compliant and about to graduate at the end of this month.
She is, and we're referring, she lives in Proctorville and has trouble with transportation, so we're going to refer her to OVP for outpatient services.
Well, let's come back after that has happened to make sure it does happen. So that's going to take place sometime in October. for her to
Yes.
start.
It's the end of October, actually.
Okay. And she could be, I'll refer to Thrive for
I think she would benefit from that.
peer support, coaching, since she's going to be transitioning to outpatient. Let's, Mr. Morford, how about the 21st of October?
I'm good then, Judge.
October 21st will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She'll need to speak with Juanita about the Thrive.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Shannon D. Lockhart, case number CRB 24516, CRB 23776 A and B, CRB 14298, CRA 16575, and CRB 16576.
Mr. Morford's case.
Did you get that video?
Judge, I think I'm gonna have to ask you for a short continuance. She wants to come in and watch the videos. She's been sick. Says that she's called my office and not been able to make contact with them. So So before she leaves the courthouse here today, I'll go out with her and make an appointment myself.
Okay. About October the 4th.
I'm good then, Your Honor.
October the 4th will be the next hearing for pretrial on all these cases.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Aisha A. Napier, case number CRB 24354.
Mr. Morford's case, pretrial.
Okay.
Is that Richard Napier?
Yes.
You can talk to the prosecutor. You need to
Napier.
come over here, sir.
Come here, son.
Okay, he's also a co-defendant.
State of Ohio versus Richard A. Napier, case number CRB 24355. Mr. Stratton is his attorney, he's supposed to be up there on Zoom.
All right, Mr. Stratton said he's going to appear by telephone.
Nope.
Did you get assessed?
I'm sorry.
Did you get assessed? When the providers talk to you?
So nobody said anything about any assessments, counseling, or anything like that.
That's on message.
However, we did have a CPS case and we had to do an assessment.
Had you do what?
I had to do an assessment and counseling through CPS, which we've completed all our cases closed. Yeah. So from my understanding, we're supposed to be hearing today to close and dismiss this case. That's what I said last time.
Has it been the counseling? My notes were there was going to be counseling and then no further problems and one court cost paid to be dismissed.
That's what we understand, Judge. They have completed a case plan in probate juvenile court, and they're done there.
In our probate juvenile court?
Yes.
It was CPS. I don't know if that was CPS.
Huh?
Children's Services, not a juvenile court.
I believe it must have been like a voluntary, almost like agency case plan,
It was, yeah.
because CPS does not have custody of the kids, so it must have been some sort of voluntary case plan that they would have agreed to.
But you did whatever was asked of you.
Correct, our case is closed. It was closed August 8th.
Well, how's the state want to proceed? And Mr.
Your Honor, my notes indicate as well that if there were no other problems, that the intent was to come back today and dismiss upon payment of court costs.
Mine too. I'm not sure who's going to agree to pay court costs.
I will.
You'll pay them?
All right, well, I'm assuming Mr. Stratton wouldn't disagree with that, so if we pay one court costs on one of these cases, they'll both be dismissed.
Okay.
And apparently, Mr. Napier is going to do that, correct? So you'll need to see the clerk today.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Dismissed on payment of one court cost.
State of Ohio versus Elizabeth P. Hughes, case number CRB 24102.
This is Elizabeth Hughes. My notes were, it's not my handwriting, so it must be yours for me, would be dismissed in defendant's appearance waived.
Our notes indicate the same thing, Your Honor.
No court costs.
Correct, yes.
State's still agreeable to that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, case will be dismissed. Is that? It says K. Yeah, I don't think that's what's used.
State of Ohio versus Casey Lynn Blevins, case number CRB 24488A and B, CRA 24487. Roger Smith's case.
Casey Blevins.
Judge, this was a theft, it was an F5 identity fraud. She was in treatment with the understanding that if you did well, the identity fraud F5 could go away. I think she might be on the TV screen. Is that you, Casey? No? I don't know which.
I did get a report from, Ms. DeMint's not here today, but she
Okay.
sent me an email report.
Okay.
She finished inpatient, was supposed to show up for outpatient at OBP, did not show up for outpatient.
I'd ask for 7 days, Judge, to find out. I don't think the state wants to proceed to the grand jury, given the facts of the case, but she's going to be warned out of this court.
Yeah, I would have no objection to that.
I'll see if I can find her.
Got 7 days to get in here. If she doesn't, then a warrant will issue.
I'll check with Bree. I'll see if I can find her, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Lisa M. Hughes, case number CRA 24550, CRB 13569, TRD 08972.
Lisa Hughes, this is also Mr. Smith's case.
I'm going to grab her file. Judge, I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm 0 for 2.
I do have a report on her. She was at OBP also.
Yes.
Okay, she's not the one that's on.
Yes, I'm on screen.
Okay.
Is that Lisa?
So you're
Okay.
Lisa Hughes.
Yes, sir.
All right, I have a report from OBP that you started there September the 3rd. Your discharge date is October the 3rd, and you are compliant at this point.
Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
Okay, very good. That's what we want to see. So we'll just continue this. What's the plan after October 3rd?
I plan on staying with OBP outpatient.
Would you want to come here on the 4th, Judge, the Friday?
Yeah, that's fine. So where will that be, in Huntington, or where will you be going outpatient?
Yes, sir. It will be in Huntington. That's where the outpatient center is.
Well, they've got some others, but that's fine.
Well, that's where I live, sir.
Okay, that's good. I'm going to set your next hearing then for October the 4th, the day after. Let's do this. Are you available for the 11th?
I am, Judge. I'm here, yes, for 7.
Let's make it the 11th. I want to give you some time. I'd like for
Okay.
you to make contact with the outpatient facility, so that when we come on the 11th, we'll have a record that you started there.
Okay.
She's going to go to the one on 20th Street, I think.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so once you get released, you get something set up with the outpatient facility at OVP, and we'll get a report on that on October the 11th, 10 o'clock.
That sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Angela G. McDaniel. Case number CRA 24598. Putting my files in front of me.
Angela McDaniels, Mr. Smith's case, and it's set for preliminary hearing.
We were here Friday, Judge. We had a lengthy discussion where she was able to convince us if she was granted an OR bond, she would be here today as a grandchild, if you recall.
Yeah, and I bought it. She's not here now.
She wore us down. I've had no contact. She's not called the office since she's been released. Well, unless she's called in the last few minutes, I don't know.
Well, this is a break in the interim.
Yes, it's an F5. There were several together, co-defendants.
So, the state, you want to keep it here with the warrant or send it to the grand jury?
We'll just go ahead and nominate to the grand jury, Your Honor.
Okay. Case will be acknowledged in the grand jury. Yeah, she's the one that cried about her granddaughter she has to take care of and all that.
We spent probably 30 minutes on screen time with her.
Yes.
Called her up.
State of Ohio versus Terry J. Aldridge. Case number CRA 24554. Terry J. Aldridge.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Aldridge.
I am.
Have you been to OVP for an assessment?
Yes, sir.
I don't have a report from them. Did you get a report?
No. But they've got me scheduled more for counseling.
Okay. Just have a seat. We'll get a report from OVP and I'll respond to you.
No problem. Thank you.
I need to check to see if I'm Luke Steyer over here. Cases for them.
I have sentencing, Ron. He's here if you want to. Patrick Jones is here on sentencing. That's all I have left.
State of Ohio versus Patrick S. Jones, case number TRC 19378, A, B, and C.
Good morning.
That's it.
May I approach? May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Can you give this to him too?
Okay, it's a good report. He still has things to do, to take care of his underlying sentence, community service, court costs.
This past 2 or 3 weeks, my son had COVID, and he has asthma really bad, and I've been taking care of him. But I'll get him all finished off this month.
Okay. And you have an excuse for So that should be over now. What, give me a date when you can be out for community service.
I should be able to start, let me see, Wednesday, I think.
Okay, that's the 18th, you'll be here the 18th.
Can I make sure, my fiance works, I'm not sure what days. I know for sure Saturday I can be out.
Okay, that's the 21st.
Yeah, I can be here Saturday.
Okay, be here the 21st, Mr. Cooper's got you down.
Okay.
And you've got a total of 4 days to do.
Okay. I'll try to get him finished this month.
October, you said the 18th was bad for you?
Yes, I'm here the 4th, 11th, or 25th.
Okay, we'll make it the 25th, October 25.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Get him done. So it's 4 days. Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brittany and Caldwell, case number CRB 131057, CRB 131153, A and B. Brittany Caldwell.
This is Mr. Morgan's case. She has a good report.
She intends to pay all her fines off as soon as she walks out of court.
Okay. She didn't know very much.
$130 some, I believe, yes.
What about, once you finishing up treatment?
She finished up residential, but she's monitored through common pleas, and they'd like her to stay in sober living for a while.
Okay. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, since you're being monitored by common pleas, you pay off your fines here, you'll be done here.
Thank you.
You're going to do that today?
Yes, as soon as I walk out.
All right, see the clerk, pay off your fines, and we won't say more reviews.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge. Reviewed by the common pleas court.
State of Ohio versus Darren L. Corn, the second, case number CRB 23761, CRB 2496, A and B.
All right, this is Mr. Morford's case, set for sentencing. Darren Corn. He hasn't appeared today. Do you have any information on him?
No, Judge.
warrant for failure here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to the Lawrence County Jail.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Cameron J. Cox, case number CRA 24532, and Ronnie Gillespie is on deck.
So are you Cameron Cox? Can you hear me, Mr. Cox?
A little bit, yes.
All right, I'll try to speak up. This is your arraignment hearing. The purpose of this is to tell you what the charges are and your rights, and to make sure you understand your rights. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, what you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand the charge, or I understand your rights, I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
The charge against you is aggravated burglary. That's a felony of the first degree. Case number 24532, state's alleging that at Perry Township on August the 11th of 2024, by force, stealth, or deception, you trespassed in an occupied structure when another person was likely to be present with the purpose to commit a criminal offense in that structure, and that you did inflict or tried to inflict physical harm on a person being Jaron N. Duncan. So aggravated burglary is a felony of the first degree. The maximum penalty is 10 years in jail, $20,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer? Do you have money with which to hire a lawyer?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Do you have a job?
Yes, Your Honor, I was supposed to start today, actually.
Okay, so you haven't been working up till now?
Yes, Your Honor.
When was the last time you worked?
Probably a week and a half ago.
Where was that? Where were you working then?
Over at CSX.
You worked for CSX?
Yes, Your Honor.
Full time?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were going to start a new job?
Yes, at CJU's.
Okay. What were you going to be doing there?
I'm going to be an operator.
Heavy equipment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you paid by the hour for that work?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
How much per hour?
Almost $17 an hour.
Okay. Do you have any money saved?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Well, I'm going to provisionally appoint you, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
You may revisit that depending on what happens with bond. What's the state's position on bond for this?
Your Honor, we would just ask for a cash or surety bond.
And I've got an address on State Route 93 for you, is that right?
No, Your Honor, that is not my current address.
What's your current address?
My current address is 297 County Road 1, apartment 21.
Is that South Point or Chesapeake?
South Point.
Do you have a telephone number when you're not in jail that I could reach you at?
740.
Yes, sir.
534 8534.
Thank you.
Can you post a bond, Mr. Cox?
What was that? Couldn't hear you, Your Honor.
Do you think you could post a bond if I set a bond for you?
As possible.
I'm going to set it at $5,000 cash or surety.
It's going to be roughly 500, maybe a little more. Is that a number you can reach to get out of jail?
I can possibly do that, Your Honor, yes.
You stand there back here? Can you post a bond in that around $500 or so?
There's no way I can.
You want to come back next Monday for preliminary hearing?
We could, Judge, yes. That's,
23rd.
yes, yeah, I can do one more. I've got to be in Logan in the afternoon, but I've only got one other one that day, so yes, I can do that.
All right, the next hearing is going to be in a week on September 23rd for a preliminary hearing at 10 o'clock.
Don't talk about your case, I'll come down and talk with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll be in touch. I'll call the jail.
State of Ohio versus Ronnie E. Gillespie, case number CRB 24601. Chelsea Hankins is on deck.
Okay, need to change the camera, a little angle on that a little bit. There we go. Sir, are you Ronnie E. Gillespie?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gillespie, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing. So everything you say is being recorded. You're appearing on a monitor in the courtroom. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand the charges, your rights that you have?
Yes, sir.
The charge is theft. The state's alleging that on September the 13th in Fayette Township, you tried to defraud Walmart of property without their consent. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Understand that charge?
Yes, sir. I didn't understand what you said there towards the end, sir.
That you're charged with theft by Walmart, that you tried to take something from Walmart without their consent, and that it's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum you can receive is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. There's no minimum, but that's the maximum. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
No contest, sir.
If you enter no contest, you're telling me I don't want to fight the charge. I'm not admitting it's true, but I'm not fighting it either. And I'm agreeing I can be found guilty without a trial, without a lawyer. If after I hear what the state says the evidence is against you, if I think that's enough for a conviction, I can find you guilty without going through a trial. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I understand, sir.
Do you have anything other than the affidavit?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I've got an affidavit from a Mary Ann Bagley, who is a Walmart employee, that says, I observed Ronnie Gillespie at the grocery register number 44. I could see him start to scan product. He would hold his finger in front of the barcode while scanning. A misscan alert was prompted, and there was an attempt by the SCOH, I don't know what that is, to intervene. But he continued right after. I also started to notice the product being hidden underneath a box of chips. After he paid with food stamps, I waited to see if he would then get all the non-food product. He did not, proceeded to head for grocery side exit. 23 total items were skipped, having a value of $427.76. So do you have anything you want to say in response to that affidavit, Mr. Gillespie?
No, sir.
Okay. Has he been at your facility for treatment?
Yes, sir. We have him through common police court.
Oh, currently?
Yes.
So he was out on a break or something, or what?
He was out on a pass, yes.
Okay. So I assume he's got a holder from common police then, too?
I'm not sure if they have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I know that we contacted Tyler, his probation officer.
Okay, well, let's get, I think this would be helpful information for them, too. I'm going to order you to do a drug screen. We'll have you do a drug screen, then I'll have you back, and we'll decide what to do. Maybe we could get some input from common police if they have any suggestions they want, what they would like for us to do with this before he comes back up. So I'll see you later after you do your urine screen.
State of Ohio versus Chelsea and Hankins, case number CRA 24223. And Brian Marksberry is on deck.
Ma'am, are you Chelsea Hankins?
I'm sorry?
Are you Chelsea Hankins?
Yes.
I'm Judge Capper. This is an arraignment hearing for you.
Okay.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements that are on the record and can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. That's a felony of the 5th degree. It alleges, you have a complaint in 24223 case number that alleges on April the 12th of 2024 in Perry Township, you knowingly used or operated a motor vehicle being a 2012 Ford F-150 without the consent of the owner. Felony 5, maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No.
Do you have a job?
Not the current time, yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you. Okay, so this is felony 5. What's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, we would not be opposed to an OR bond at this time.
Okay. I'm going to let you out on your signature, $2,000 signature bond.
Okay.
Do you have a phone number where Mr. Morford, your attorney, can reach you?
Yes, sir.
You want to tell us what that is?
It's 304-942-9915.
9915.
Yes, sir.
So you'll come to court in Chesapeake for what's called a preliminary hearing. It's going to be your next hearing, and we're going to decide now when that's going to be. Mr. Morford, do you have a preference?
I don't, Judge, just she's going to be out on an OR bond, so we would
Okay, we'll
wait
2 weeks then? 2 weeks would be the 30th of September.
That's fine, Judge.
September 30th, 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
You got to be in court in Chesapeake. You know where the court is in Chesapeake?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, you got to be here then at 10 a.m. And your lawyer, Mr. Morford, will be here then also.
Okay, thank you so much.
She can sign a $2,000 OR bond.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Brian Marksberry, case number CRB 24590 and CRA 24367. And Nazaya Martin is on deck.
Brian Marksberry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Set for pretrial today. Do you have an attorney, Mr. Marksberry?
No, I do not, sir.
You don't have protection. Okay. You don't have one, so come here, Ronnie. You can be. Jasmine's position, we're trying to, right, yeah, trying to get out, okay. So I'm in protection order, I can hear this.
Well, it looks like you have an attorney. This is attorney on 24362, sir. Oh, I guess you signed your own initially. You signed your own judgment entry. Looks like it's yours. So, initially I had denied you court-appointed counsel. Are you still wanting court-appointed counsel?
Yes, I am. 'Cause I lost my job since.
Okay. All right, Mr. Smith, I'm going to appoint you, so you have no income, Mr. Marksberry?
Pardon?
You have no income right now?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
I'm going to appoint Mr. Tyler Smith to be your lawyer. He's got a domestic violence with a prior, which is an M2. And he's got 20, that was case number 2459, 24362. One-handed getting through files is not easy. That's also domestic, F4 domestic violence. And it's been pending for a while. Well, I'd set, on the last case, I'd set a 5,000 cash or surety bond with the protection order to stay away from Kathy O'Cook.
Haycook.
Haycook. H-A.
Haycook, yeah.
You still want the protection order?
No, I'm all right. No, I'm good.
Okay, so you want me to drop it? Drop
Yeah.
the protection. So you're okay with him coming back around?
I mean, yeah, unless he acts up again, I guess. He knows what he'll be. I'm only have a few more weeks. My daughter's getting married this weekend, and then I've got things lined up. I'll be out. I plan on leaving.
Okay, but if I drop the protection order, he can come where you are. You understand that?
Well, he could anyways, because the lease is in his, well, it's month to month. He didn't pay it on the first anyways, but the lease
Not
was
if I
in
ordered him to
his name.
stay away from you, he couldn't come back around.
He could come back to the house where we're at.
Right.
Okay.
So do you want the protection order to stay in place?
Well, then, yeah.
Okay. All right, you're ordered to stay away from Kathy Is there a bond you can post, Mr. Marksbury?
No, it's not. I'm having a problem with my bank account. I changed bank accounts and I can't access it. I tried the other day. But I do ask.
Mr. Sowers did talk to you, right? Mr. Sowers, the bail bond?
Yes, I talked to him, yes, I did. The problem I have, I just don't have any, she has my car, which is in my name, and that's the only, car that I have. So I asked if I could get my car back. That way, because I need to look for another job, and I also need to go see my counselor at ODP. And also, I know that he has because I missed him last week, and I know he has a progress report ready for you also.
So what's the state's position on bond now? Has it changed, or, because I had said a cash or surety bond previously?
No, we would just ask that remain, Your Honor.
You said it was $5,000 cash assured?
Yeah, I'm going to reduce it to $2,500. I'm reducing your bond to $2,500 cash or surety, so,
I don't have, Your Honor, I don't have anybody on the outside that can help me with that either. That's my biggest obstacle right now.
okay, do you want to talk with him before finalize things, or?
He needs to pay rent too. It was due on the 1st. His paycheck was over almost $2,000 on the 30th, and he didn't pay it. The landlord, I tried to get the money out of the bank because I had power of attorney paperwork, but because he don't have it on his bank account because he went in and done something, you can't withdraw from it, and I think they probably locked it, but you gotta somehow release that so landlord can get paid.
That's Your Honor, that's top of my priority too, because, I need a place to stay, and also even though our problem between Kathy and I'm still worried about, her having a place to live also.
Okay, let's do this. Mr. Smith, I'm going to let you call down, talk to him. There's several issues.
Sounds like it.
Swirling around. See if we can put a dent in any of those today. After we talk with him, ma'am, if you could stay around too. In this case, it'll be recalled later in the docket if you want the court's follow.
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Mosiah Martin, case number CRB 24602. John Riggs is on deck.
Sir, are you Mosiah Martin?
Mosiah Martin.
Mosiah. I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. What you do say is all being recorded, so if you admit something about your case, it can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
The charge against you is criminal damaging. State's alleging that on September the 14th in Fayette Township, you caused or created a risk of physical harm to property of OVP recovery. So that's a second-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 90 days in jail, $750 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
And you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
What had happened there?
Well, answer my question, then if you want to make a statement, you can. But everything you say is on the record, so if you're going to plead not guilty and then give me a big story about how this really did happen, this is not the trial today, so I can't make a decision about that today. But I do need to know how you plead. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you don't know what to do, the safest plea is always not guilty.
I'm pleading not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Not currently. I was, at OVP trying to get right because I have a son on the way.
Is Mr. Holt still here? We're looking for a lawyer for you. It's probably left, I'm guessing.
Your Honor, Mr. Morford and Mr. Tyler Smith are ready. Mr. is here, and Tyler Smith's on the phone.
I'll appoint Mr. Morford. Mr. Morford's here. He's going to be your lawyer, making a not guilty plea for you. Mr. Martin. And there's nobody here from OVP today.
I think I heard her.
Okay.
Hey, Bree.
This is arraignment on Isaiah Martin, criminal damaging. So he was inpatient.
Mm-hmm.
You want him back?
I'll have to double check.
Okay.
So
Are you willing to go back, Mr. Martin?
Yes, sir, I am. But I really need to work on myself.
Why is he in jail? I'm sorry, I don't.
Punch the window at OVP.
At OVP?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's what I see in the affidavit.
let me call and find out if they're willing to take him back or not.
Okay, we're gonna see if they're willing to take you back. So I have you back up after, they gotta make some phone calls.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus John Riggs, case number CRB 23528, and Scott Taylor is on deck.
All right, John Riggs.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Riggs, you came over from West Virginia, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're eligible for a lawyer now, because I think initially you were working, didn't qualify, but you've been out of work for quite a while now.
Yes, sir. I missed court because I've been incarcerated since April. I had drug court over in Kentucky, but I couldn't start because I had a parole violation on West Virginia. So I went and I had to go there and parole revocation form, and they reinstated my parole to drug court. I made parole and I got released last week. I'm supposed to report to Kentucky parole as soon as I get out of jail. So I've been clean now since April. But that's why I missed court. I'm sorry, I missed court.
Well, it's down as a review hearing, but actually I don't think he was ever sentenced.
Last time you gave me time served, I knew I had to start drug court, and you said for a review hearing. But when I went to report, I had a warrant, so they wouldn't let me start. So I've been locked up ever since.
Well, I see where, I think you pled guilty in what we had done and was set up for sentencing. It should have been a sentencing. I don't think you were actually ever sentenced.
Right.
So you're going to go, when you're finished here, you're going to go back to Kentucky to try to start a drug court over there, if they'll let you?
Yes. Well, I signed the plea agreement March 6th, and they accepted me as a drug court, and then I came over here, I had to hold her, so I came over here, and you let me out to go to drug court, and when I went over to start, they said you have a parole violation, we can't start you, so I had to take care of all my holders and warrants, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I had to wait, the reason I was in West Virginia so long, I had to get my home plan approved, I've been living with my mom right there in downtown Greenup, and I was supposed to report to, immediately, as soon as I'm on every 2 weeks. And then I don't know if it's been too long to start drug court, but that's what the cleaver told me.
General, if I may, when I spoke to Kentucky Parole and Probation, they advised he's been out of the system so long he's going to have to reapply for drug court.
But they got a holder, they're gonna take him as soon as he's available here.
I don't know if there's a hold on him or not, Your Honor. I don't know if that's if there's a warrant or anything out for him.
No, there's no holder. I signed a plea agreement for serve 30 days, and I did that before and came over here again in April. And so it's complete drug court and 40 hours community service.
Have you been sentenced by the Kentucky court then, or?
Yes. Yes, I got the plea, I wrote a letter, but I got the plea agreement, the case number for the building, in circuit court where I was signing on March 6th.
I know you were, I think he was in Western Regional Jail for months.
For a long time, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes. I'm done there.
As of right now, there is no holder, Your Honor.
Okay. The thing here was a Walmart theft offense, I believe, is what we had. So I'll go ahead and sentence you on this. Be $100 fine and court costs.
Okay.
10 days in jail. I'll give him credit for 10 days he's already served.
Thank you.
I'll order you to get treatment though, because I know at one point you needed treatment just to verify that you are clean.
Okay.
30 hours community service, and your order to stay out of Walmart.
Yes, sir.
And I'll set a review hearing for you for March 17th of next year at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. And I just called the people about the community service, about where to do that.
Do it here at the court. You can do it any day of the week except Sunday at 7:30 a.m.
Okay, all right.
at the court in Chesapeake. Just show up.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so our holder will be completed now.
Okay, I'm being released today.
Yes, well, release from my holder unless there's another one out there somewhere.
No, they're not. Thank you very, very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Scott Taylor, case number TRC 24-1941. Aaron Williamson is on deck.
Is this going to be filed as a felony?
It appears that it may, Your Honor. I have kind of a question mark beside it, but I believe that would be.
It looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least the fifth within the look back. Fifth offense. What I'm seeing on the fifth.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to arraign him as if it's going to be a felony.
Okay.
All right, and you are Scott D. Taylor. Your audio is off, Mr. Taylor. I can't hear what you're saying.
And my sister flew in from North Carolina, and they had no car there at the house, but they both had licenses, and they had no way of getting anywhere or her to the airport or anything, and I was just going to say, I feel like horrible what I've done. I went to Gino's at 11 and got two pieces of pizza.
Hold on.
Two deputies pulled in and thought I was breaking into place.
Well, that's not what you're charged with. Let me go ahead and tell you what you're charged with. It's alleged that on September the 15th at 9:01 p.m., Monroe Township, you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of either alcohol or drugs. And that just would be your 5th offense within the look-back period under Ohio law. So on a 5th offense, that's a felony 4. The maximum penalty is 30 months in prison, $10,500 fine, a lifetime license suspension. The minimum penalty is 60 days of incarceration, a $1,350 fine, and 3 years of license suspension. The vehicle, if it was titled to you, could be subject to forfeiture also on a felony OBI charge. The other, I think that's the only charge you have. So I know you, from past experience, are eligible for court-appointed counsel.
I think he's muted.
And Mr. Morford, you've represented him before, so I'm going to appoint you to represent. I believe that's correct, isn't it, Mr. Taylor?
Scott Taylor, yes, sir.
What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Taylor?
Your Honor, we would just ask for a small cash or surety bond.
Okay, I'll set $2,000 as cash or surety bond. And set this for a preliminary hearing next week, the 23rd.
That's fine, Judge.
September 23rd will be the preliminary hearing, 10 o'clock.
Would you ask him for a phone number, Judge?
No, I want you to call down and talk to him. Because if I get him to turn the microphone back on, I'm going to get a whole bunch of other stuff other than his phone number.
Gotcha.
So, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Morford's going to call down and talk to you on the telephone off the record.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Williamson, case number TRC 192164, and Ron Witherell is on deck.
This was, okay. All right, Mr. Williamson, it's alleged that you did not appear for a hearing on December the 9th of 2019 and had a warrant issued due to that. Mr. Smith was your attorney. Okay, he's left the building. Okay. So the OBI is still pending. It was never resolved. So the allegation is you failed to appear for your hearing. Do you understand that, sir? Okay, you're muted, so we'll need to be unmuted on your end. I've unmuted it here, so. I'm showing it muted at the sheriff's office. Okay, there we go. All right, so, no, it's not your fault. So the allegation is you've had a warrant outstanding for almost 5 years for failure to appear on a
That's my
OBR.
understanding.
So,
I've had multiple background checks done and this never came back. I would have dealt with this had I known.
okay. Can you post a bond now?
I don't have really any money.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to set a bond for you. I'll set a $1,500 cash or surety bond. Mr. Smith is still practicing and he's gonna be your attorney. He's left today, so he's not here now. And you don't think you can post a $1,500 cash or surety bond?
I can maybe make a phone call or two, but my family's not rich, so.
Well, $150 probably gets you out of jail on a bond. You don't think you can come up with that?
I can try.
All right, well, I'll set your next hearing. I know Mr. Smith will be here next Monday, September 23rd. So if you do make bond, you gotta be in court then at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to a bail bondsman?
I wouldn't mind.
Well, if you want to try to get out, that's kind of what's, or if you get $1,500 in cash, you can post that and you get it all back as long as you show up to court, but you said you didn't have a lot of money. So I assume you would have to pay a bail bondsman to guarantee your appearance. Is that what, you want to try that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let Mr. Sowers know that you're interested in talking to him about posting bond. So he should get in touch with you at the jail.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I've notified Mr. Sowers, I sent him a text about your case, so he should be in touch with you. So September 23rd, your next hearing, 1 week from today, 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ron Witherell, case numbers TRC 164698 A, B, and C, CRB 14844 A and B, CRB 131151.
All right, Mr. Witherell is back before the court, so you have appeared in front of Judge Bauer, I understand,
Yes, Your Honor.
and he sentenced you to 6 months in county jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm going to set your next hearing in front of me for April the 4th of 25. You should be finished with the county jail then, because you still have some fines and costs to pay here that you never paid. So, unless you want me just to add it up and make it more jail time.
I was going to ask you if you could do that, Your Honor, and hopefully run it concurrent with what I have now. So,
No, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be consecutive. Do you want it to be consecutive?
not necessarily, I'd like it to be concurrent.
Well, I know, but I'm not going to do that. Do you want to pay it? Let me see what you owe. You owe 66 hours of community service. No, I'm not going to do it, because some of this is restitution. You owe some restitution. First thing I see, you owe somebody else some money. So you laying in jail doesn't get them their restitution paid.
Okay, Okay, so I'll be back April 20.
April 4th.
April 4th.
April 4th, so that is the first Friday in April. April 4th, 9 o'clock, you gotta show up. If you don't, then I'll issue a warrant and we'll go from there. But I want you to show up and just take care of it. You've had periods of time where you were pretty good about taking care of stuff.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want that wrong back. Okay? Take care of business, do what you're supposed to.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Ronnie Gillespie at the Lawrence County Jail, and Brian Marksberry will be on deck.
Okay. Do we get any kind of indication from common pleas, what if they had any indication what they wanted? He was clean on his drug screen.
I spoke with Tyler, and he said that if you release him, that he is going to put him on a GPS monitor.
Okay. And back to you?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, Mr. Gillespie, one good thing is you were negative on your screen.
Yes, sir.
So it sounds like Common Pleas is going to be willing to let you go back to treatment, but they're going to put you on a monitor. So I don't know if they give this speech, but I will, because I've had several people, if you decide you're going to take off and cut the ankle monitor, that's a guaranteed trip to prison.
Yeah. I'll have one. I'll cut it.
Yeah, don't cut it. Nobody ever says they will, but then I have people do it, so.
I've had one almost for a year and a half.
Okay. And one of the things too, $427, you must have had a whole buggy load of stuff. Anyway, this is kind of aggravated. Will he be available to do any community service while he's with you? At some point?
I know that he does community service, or he may be finished with it through felony court, but yeah, he'll be able to.
Okay. All right, $100 fine, court costs, 30 days in jail. This happened what day? On the 13th, okay. So I'll give you credit for 3 days served, suspend 27. Order you stay out of Walmart. Do 60 hours of community service. Common Pleas is ordering for treatment, so I'm not going to put it in my order. His review hearing will be March 17th of 25. Okay, so you'll have to deal with Common Pleas next, but it sounds like they're going to put a monitor on you and let you go back to treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Brian Marksberry at Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24590, CRA 24362.
Okay, this is Tyler Smith's case, and we've got some issues on bond and living arrangements and cars and all that.
Evidently, yes, Your Honor. Talking with Mr. Marksberry, it's kind of a chicken and egg situation. He's in, so he can't access funds. He doesn't have anybody to help him with the bond. I think if the court will allow, if he will be willing to do it if we put him on GPS with an OR bond. And that way we can monitor his whereabouts, and also there's a protection order in place, so he won't be able to go around the victim. But also he can get out and access. I don't know what the deal is with his bank. Evidently, no one can access it. So I believe there is a paycheck sitting in there, there's money sitting there, and he has a chance for his job to get it back based on using vacation days, but I think those are winding down while he's sitting in county jail. He's been there since last Tuesday.
What's the state's position?
I have no objection to that on
Okay.
monitor.
All right, with the GPS, I'll make it a 2,500 signature bond with GPS monitor. Now, I don't know if one's available. That's all that's in
Yeah.
If one's available, it'll be placed by common pleas. And then when do we want to come back for
The only date I'm not available this month is the 30th, but other than that, I can come back sooner, or I can wait until October.
one of these is a felony.
Okay, and well,
I'm pointing on both cases.
right, well then, we can come back next Monday if that's,
Okay. Now, it's been filed for quite a while, but it was pending while he was supposed to be getting treatment.
and I think that's one of the things too, is he's at OVP still getting anger management, and he needs to meet, and I believe that to be able to access his car, he needs to have to arrange.
Kathy just indicated to me that she was leaving town on Friday, and that if Brian wanted to come get the car on Friday, she would leave it for him to get.
Specific time, but
I'm not quite sure what, I'm going to Tennessee for my kid's
I
wedding.
mean, would you be gone, like, if you came in the evening, would you be gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find if, did you hear that, Mr. Marksberry?
Yes, I did. I just know that her driver's license is expired.
No, it's not no more.
And
Okay.
the car is in my name.
That's fine. Well, she's not taking the car. She's saying that she's going to be gone Friday for her daughter's wedding, and that you can come pick up your car Friday evening.
Okay, I'd like to pick it up before then.
Well-
I'm basically, I'm just kind of stranded on wheels and I have nowhere to go. So, I mean, basically I'd probably do my living arrangements for everything. So I guess something figured out.
And there's another way to get the car or not. I don't know.
If he thinks I know I'm there.
Okay, but I'm saying, was there a time when you couldn't leave?
I mean, walking in the yard. Transportation.
You don't have a car. How are you going to get since then?
Yeah, right, so, that's why I was taking to Tennessee.
Is there a way for him to get the car and her stay inside so that there's no interaction?
Just drop that because it's gonna be complicated.
So could he just come outside to get the car, but not have any interaction with her if she's inside the house?
Yeah, he just wants to be able to get the car.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll need belongings too.
I mean, we probably make an arrangement.
Just drop the protection.
I don't think you should do that, but just for him to come get the stuff. I mean, we could do arrangements for him to get his things without proper protection. It's really,
I know.
He can probably, just, if he has a car, it gives an opportunity to, so if we can get the car and then go from there.
okay. Can you just leave the car outside? Well, you know what I mean, like, if not in the garage or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what the arrangement
it's right
is.
outside.
Okay.
All right. I think we resolved the car issue as soon as he's hopefully released. I don't know when they'll be based on GPS monitor, obviously, but as soon as he's released, he can go get the vehicle. I believe there won't be an interaction between Mr. Marksberry and the victim on this, so I don't know when it'll be.
It sounds like are you going to be back Monday?
I'll be back Sunday night late.
Okay, so we can set this for next Monday.
Yeah. So hopefully he can get out today, if not today, tomorrow, based on GPS, because that's the first thing. We gotta get a monitor on, and then once he's out, he can go get his vehicle and then make arrangements for everything else. Go to the bank, go see his doctor.
Needs to talk to the landlord too.
Yeah, he's got a few things he needs to do, but we gotta get him out to do that, so.
Okay, anything else? So you're agreeable to him getting the car?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his car.
All right, September 23rd will be the next hearing.
All right, thank you.
Darrell, we have one more recall, Jeff, we're not ready.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Terry J. Aldridge on a recall, case number CRA 24554, here at the court.
All right, Mr. Aldridge is here. We had a recall to see what OBT was going to say about an assessment.
So he is a patient at OVP in Proctorville. He completed his assessment and his next appointment is scheduled for the 20th.
20th?
Good old day.
All right, you want a lawyer though, Mr. Aldridge?
I had one appointed, Stratton.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Mr. Stratton.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay.
We've been looking for you.
Thanks, Jim.
It's been a long morning.
Yeah, great. I'm glad to have you.
All right, so let's set this, he's got a appointment scheduled with OVP for the 20th.
Huh? We'll go on 21st.
Back on the 30th.
30th is fine, Your Honor, that's the day I have to file.
Okay. We're going to be looking at October.
Yes.
October 7th?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, next hearing is October 7th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, thanks, Your Honor.
You are.
And I'll get a hold of you. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day. Yeah, you too.
State of Ohio versus E&T Geringer, case number TRD 241314, A, B, and C.
This is also Mr. Stratton's case for pretrial.
How you doing, Judge?
We're just going to find out whether he has fixed his Kentucky license issues.
I have not. I received paperwork from Carter County Jail and the judge letting me know when I can start my weekends. And I've been working to save up money so I can start those weekends. And unfortunately, I was unable to get down to the DMV. I had to go to work and keep working to save up my money to start those weekends.
When do you think you'll be able to do that?
The DMV or the weekends?
The DMV.
The DMV, I'm not entirely sure. I have to work Monday through Thursday. I start my weekends this coming Friday.
Okay. Your Honor, we'll probably see a set for another pre-trial, maybe 3 or 4 weeks down the road, to allow him to do that.
And what did you say your work schedule was, sir?
This week I work Monday through Thursday, but I actually went to an interview this morning and received much more gainful employment with another company called Mail-On Enterprises. So next week I'll be training with them Monday through Thursday, and then I'll be doing another weekend with Carter County. So like I said, my schedule's pretty up in the air right now.
Do you know what your work schedule will be in a month?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, so doesn't help. It's got to be a Monday or Friday usually, so I'll just pick one.
Fridays usually work better. They give us 3-day weekends at Mail-On.
The 18th, October the 18th, Mr. Stratton?
Yeah, that'll work.
That's a Friday.
Yes, sir.
October the 18th is your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
10 o'clock.
Good deal. Thank you so much. You said the 18th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Brian A. Massey, case number CRA 23765. Title of this case.
Set for preliminary hearing is Mr. Smith. Yes. Let's give a report from Mr. Massey. How do we want to proceed here?
Your Honor, he's been doing pretty well for a few months now, I believe. I think we should be getting pretty close to wrapping this up. I don't know if the state's position, if they need to see him anymore, if they want to continue, or if they want to change the, whether we're going to change the charge or not, or...
I believe that would be the intent, but we would, I have notes that there was some non-compliance at one point, so I guess we would just ask for another continuance and to reset it one more time before that would happen.
Let's go into December.
Okay.
December 6th.
That's fine, huh?
Next hearing is December 6th. We'll be looking maybe to resolve it then. There's a good report.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Alec R. Berry, case number TRC 24611, TRC 23957 A and B. Alec R. Berry.
Mr. Smith's case. Is it RRS?
Yes, Your Honor, he's compliant, doing well.
And not completed.
No, not yet.
And he's been working on his prior case, so
Yes.
are you paying anything?
I got, I think, $300 on me. I can put on it.
Okay. Good faith effort. So let's go into November. Let's go a couple months out before we come back. Mondays or Fridays?
It don't matter.
15th or 18th?
15's fine.
Your Honor, the 15th.
November 15th. That's sentencing on 24/6/11 and review on 23/9/57. See the clerk or anything.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Messiah Martin, at Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24602.
Morford's case. And we're checking to see if OVP would have him back.
Negatory.
No, okay. Anyone else interested?
Naziah Martin.
I don't know, man, not me. I'm counting as one, check.
Okay, you want to talk with him? I'll just go ahead and make an order, and then if it doesn't work out, we can come back and change it. That he be released to hometown recovery. Set his next hearing for September 30th. Inpatient at hometown on a $2,000 OR loan. If they decide they don't want to take him, I'll change it.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Lily Howard, here at the court, case number TRC 21-15-13, A, B, and C.
I got the papers, please.
All right, Lily Howard is here for sentencing. Okay, got a certificate of completion from Monarch. Community service is done too. You had some restitution to pay.
Yes, sir, I paid 50 a month.
Paid that today?
No, sir, I paid on the 1st when I get paid.
Oh, I see, yeah. I did see that.
And I'm tenant outpatient
Okay.
with Monarch.
I'll set your next hearing for November 4th for sentencing. November 4th for sentencing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Casey Lynn Blevins, case number CRA 24-488, A and D, CRA 24-487.
Casey Blevins, I had issued a bench warrant. Your lawyer's gone, so you got here late. You can pay the inpatient, but I'm showing that you've never shown up for outpatient.
No, my appointment was for the following Monday after I got out of OEP. And I called probably an hour after my appointment was, because when I was going through all my papers. And they said to I could just do a walk-in. And I had followed up with CORE, which is who I got put through while I was at OVP. And I followed up with them, and I guess I just kind of wasn't, I don't know. I got the shot, so I guess I wasn't like really thinking, I don't know.
Can you get her set up? Do you have an appointment now?
No, they just need to walk.
She can just walk in there and they'll start her services, so that's all she
Which one are
needs
you
to
going
do.
The one on 20th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
I'll
go
give you
there.
a chance to do that. I'm canceling the warrant. I'll give you until the 30th. Make sure that works. Yeah, I'll set your next hearing for September 30th. I need a report from OVP outpatient account.
Okay.
Get in there and get it done.
Will do.
10 o'clock, September 30th.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Darnell Corn, the second, case number CRB 23761, CRB 2496A and B.
All right, this case has been called before too. It's Mr. Morford's case. Okay, this is on the sentencing. What's been going on with Mr. Corn?
I just got back from Virginia this weekend. Ever since this has happened, I've been going back and forth between Virginia and here and working just like I told you I was. Not because of any issues between us, just because that's where I'm able to find work easily and something I like to do. And I come back here this week and I found a job here, so. I'm from one of my dad's old friends. It's through People Ready, but it's construction, just basic construction labor.
Okay, are you still at Anu?
I am. But where I was out of town, they had, where I was out of state and out of town, they had issues with the Medicaid, but once I'm back here, I will continue with them.
Okay, I'm assuming you don't have a report.
I don't, but I mean, if you want to continue this, I can schedule with them. The only reason I didn't was the insurance.
Okay, give me a report at your next hearing. Let's make it October 7th. October 7th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
Make sure you bring a report.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Sean J. Crabtree, case number CRB 24573.
Okay, this is for arraignment. You're Sean Crabtree?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Crabtree, it's alleged that on September 1st, 2:25 p.m., Union Township, you were fishing on the banks of the river, Ohio River, without a resident fishing license. So it's a 4th degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
I'd like to say this.
No. How do you plead?
Not guilty, not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
I mean, I don't want to make this a big deal, dude. It's official license. I got him the same day, before he pulled out of that parking lot. I got him
with you?
Yeah, I got him right here on my phone.
Okay, show him to the prosecutor.
It says right here, all the way up into, from the first two.
So, how's the state want to proceed?
We would just dismiss it at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Be dismissed, sir. You're free to go.
Yes, thank you very much. What's up right now?
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus T.J. Jenkins Jr., case number CRB 24574.
And you're T.J. Jenkins Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jenkins, it's alleged that on September 1st at 3:20 p.m. in Rome Township, you were fishing on the banks of the Ohio River without a valid license. So that's a 4th degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
I didn't explain the rights to you, but you want me to go over your rights with you? Do you understand your rights?
I understand my rights, sir.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Well, do you have your license now?
My fishing license?
Yeah.
I have not been able to get them. I'm going to get them.
Well, the state just dismissed the previous one when they had their license, so I assume that would apply to you if you want to go get your license.
I do.
Go back and show it.
Sure.
To the court. Can you have that by Friday?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll just set you for Friday for a sentencing hearing at 10 o'clock, and I won't be here, but I'm assuming the state would make the same recommendation now. So go get your license, come back and show it on Friday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Edward D. Ferris, case number CRB 24537.
I had him brought down here. He was having problems at hometown, and they requested me to arrest him. I had him brought here.
Okay.
Put him in the back for a bond revocation hearing.
Yeah, from my understanding, he had some outbursts and there was some name calling towards some of the other clients and some threats made, so.
Right, Mr. Warford, I'm sure this is all news to you, so I'm going to let you speak with Mr. Ferris in the back, and then we'll come back and have a hearing and decide how we're going to proceed. This is the second incident.
State of Ohio recalls KCA Barker, case number CRA 21614, CRB 11849, CRD 122915, A, B, and C.
Okay, well, only positive for marijuana. So, what's going on with you?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I went around my head a little bit the last few months, but I've reined it in. I'm going to be a productive member of society yet again.
Well, you were doing really good.
Yeah, I was.
And I got, it's a small community, I got word that you had a problem.
I did. My daughter got taken from me. Her mother got visitation for the first time in 9 years. They kept her at that visitation. I didn't know who I was without my daughter. I know who I was before. I reverted. As you can see now, I'm gonna figure out who I am.
Okay. Well, you need help with that, don't you?
No, I've got a pretty good support system. Mom and girlfriend there. I stopped by Riverside last week and talked to them for a minute. I don't know, it didn't seem right.
Okay.
Take resources from somebody that actually would probably need them.
Are you working?
I'm hopefully getting my job back at PCM right here, the machine shop. Hopefully I'll be getting back in there.
So,
if not, then...
Did they fire you or what happened?
No, I quit. Yeah, I went off the rails and...
When did that happen? How long ago?
About 2 months ago. Yeah. I went in there last week, talked to them right before I went to Riverside, and I told them that I'd like to start Monday and stuff, and they said they'd call me, so.
Oh, so they haven't called you yet?
Right.
So you don't know?
Right.
They said, don't call us, we'll call you, basically.
Yeah. No, I was going to go back in there today, but I forgot that I had court this morning, so got my wires a little crossed there.
Well, I think you still need, did Mr. Gwynn leave? All right, would you work with Mr. Barker outpatient? I want you to do that, and then I want you to see Juanita about getting hooked up with Thrive. And all you gotta do is talk to them on the phone. You don't have to go meet with them anywhere. But we need some additional support.
Right.
Yes.
And then if your job doesn't work out, let me know. Maybe I can help you find something else.
Definitely.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for October the 18th. October 18th, 9 o'clock. On Mark 3, I'd already said the warrant issue, and you recalled previously.
Yeah.
That should not happen now. Okay, good luck.
Thank you,
You
Ron.
can let Mr. Cooper or Mr. Major know if that doesn't work out for the job and see what we can come up with.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, well, all we got left is fair, so we'll take a break and we'll come back and do that when they're ready.
She was here, she just, I gotta get the date. Oh, I don't know.
So this was in the Marksburg file. Yeah, I guess another file.
Yeah, you must have two, because
Oh,
when I
we have
looked
done
at
one thing. Oh, shoot.
gosh, look, there's two of them. Because when I was looking here, this is domestic violence, what's that one? Domestic violence, 362.
Yeah.
590, okay, there is two domestics on her. So on 590, there is a protection order.
Oh.
So these probably coincide. Let's just put those together.
Okay, so what happened with that? And then this one first.
Yes.
Okay. Probably wanted them to stay in.
Probably.
Think on one and ask for a pleasure screen bond.
And it just,
last 2 hours.
These are the ones that I had in my stack that were on call.
that happens.
There we go.
I'll ask for all the new dates or, yeah, because see, he was on here, Kyle Paget was on there. But that was the one.
State of Ohio recalls Edward D.
Yes,
Ferris,
so-
case number CRB 24537.
I've had a opportunity to speak with know, he's got 2 strikes against him here. OVP cannot take him. It was mentioned Shawnee and Mike, but Shawnee's not here today.
And hometown doesn't want him back, I don't think.
Hometown doesn't want him back, and RRS can't take him either, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, he has an ankle monitor on, right?
He does, Your Honor.
I'm going to order that removed, remanded into custody with a $3,000 cash or surety bond. And we'll just keep his previous hearing date was September 27th. Right?
That is right, Your Honor.
So we'll keep that in place. Can't post the bond, he'll sit in jail till then.
September
27th.
27th.
Court's adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ed, you'll be on bill.
Thank you, Jenna. No, 3 trials and 2 cleansing.
Yeah, that's right. Here's your last order, Butch.
Did you say my name?
That order for Ferris.
I need to sign it? Okay. Ron's got it?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Here, I ain't waiting on the judge to go into person.